All right, we welcome you back on the Main Street of America Facebook Live tour. We are back at Apple Tree Antique Gallery here in Bethany, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. We're starting inside the store this time, getting you a look at all the jewelry right now because the rain is coming down outside. But that's not stopping us. We're indoors, taking a peek at all the different vendors and all the different items that the store promotes and displays here. So obviously the watches and the jewelry, always a big thing here. Hot sellers, and they're at a great little discount here. NM19, 10% off. This is Invicta watch cases, free with purchase. One Invicta watch, 1 or 3 slot case. And you've got a bunch of different deals like that throughout this vendor, but you're going to have deals like that throughout pretty much all the vendors coming through here in the store. And we're going to take a look at as many of them as we possibly can. We're right here at the front of the store right now. And by the way, we're getting ready for Shop Small Saturday, the event by Apple Tree, their holiday open house on November 29th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Things like free barbecue sandwiches, you can take a picture with Santa Claus, door prizes, discounts and sales, and much more. It's all right here, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Speaking of, there's the info flyer right there for you if you were wanting to get a look at that yourself. In entertainment, sales, food, we've got it all right there on the Shop Small Saturday on November 29th. As I stopped in here getting ready to do this live tour, I did remember that the Bethany Public Schools Impact Auction is still happening. That lasts through the end of November. So if you're looking to support the Bethany High Broncos, that auction is a great way to do so. And you can find more information about it right here at Apple Tree Antique Gallery. And while you're looking at that, you can also take some time to go through all the different vendors and check out the items here. We're going to keep moving through the aisles here, and I'll highlight some big deals as I see them. But with the holiday season coming up, there are not many places better to shop than Apple Tree Antique Gallery here. RC66, 10% off everything over $5 except firm and markdowns. And again, all the different vendors will have a deal like this coming through. We're moving through the middle aisle right now. There are basically 3 different aisles here at Apple Tree Antique Gallery. Right, left, middle. And then they have a back section as well. And it always takes, 15 minutes or more to do these tours right here because Apple Tree Antique Gallery just has so much inside of it. Over 70 vendors represented inside these walls, each with their own unique items. But we do enjoy coming by Apple Tree Antique Gallery. We want to give a big thank you to the owners, Carol and Shotzi, for letting us come through and do this all the time. They're a great local business, and they support all of these local creators with all of the items and vendors you have here. Again, with Shop Small Saturday and Small Business Saturday coming up, if you want to support all these local businesses, entrepreneurs, come by Apple Tree Antique Gallery and browse their selection. NC59, 40% off everything over $5 except firms. Here you'll see movies, books, cassette tapes, looks like, about fishing rods and clothes. I mean, you want to talk about a variety of items. Pretty much each vendor has their own little variety of stuff they will sell. Something for the sports and NASCAR fans right here. CD33, 20% off everything. Great deal to come by and take advantage of again. But this morning, even with the rain coming down outside, the inside is packed with customers browsing the selection, browsing the walls, finding something they like, and you can too if you stop by 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-495-0602. That's Apple Tree Antique Gallery. Furniture, glassware, collectibles, memorabilia. It's the home of the Gotta Have It. We're also on Facebook, tagged in this Facebook Live video, so you can get to the store page through this. JT21, 15% off everything over $5, except firm and markdowns. You can also email appletree@coxinet.net. And I believe they have the website as well. You might look for that one. Maybe they've got a link to that on that Facebook account. Here's something I'm liking right here. The Darth Vader and Yoda stockings. This is amazing. I'd buy one of those. I might come back here as a consumer, if you will, and buy one of those. That's right up my alley. But all the different holidays are represented one way or another. I mean, Thanksgiving, obviously, Christmas, you can see throughout the different vendors, but they've had Halloween stuff up here. They've had something for just about every major holiday that anyone would want to celebrate. That's the benefit of having over 70 individual vendors, is that there really is something for everybody. If you're in the younger demographic, boom, there you go. A lot of different video games and pop culture pieces. I'm seeing more Star Wars right here, which I always like to see. If you want a keyboard, there you go. You want old Atari games, there you go. Right there for you. And by the way, we're only just done with one hallway, pretty much one section of the store. We still got much more to go through. You see, there's an entire right section. We're going to head left first. Take a peek on the left side of the store. CS21, 15% off everything. One thing they have a lot of here are the collectible items, antiques, things for anybody. You know, you got dolls and tools in the back. Of course, there's memorabilia, sports memorabilia, pop culture pieces. JB50, 20% off everything over $5 except firm and markdowns as well. So if you've seen or heard about something that interests you, remember to stop by on Shop Small Saturday. Apple Tree's Holiday Open House, Saturday, November 29th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Free barbecue sandwiches with sides and desserts. Sales, door prizes. Santa Claus is going to be out here. They're going to have entertainment. They're going to have gift certificate giveaways as well. It seems like 2 each of $50 and $100 gift certificates are going to be given away to 4 lucky people that come by the event. That could be you. That could be you if you stop by 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. SM43, 15% off everything. If you do want to grab one of these dolls, remember to, they're hand painted, by the way. Remember to lift them by the waist and the stand so you can keep them safe. But hand painted dolls, I actually know a few people that have liked to collect those. SF05, 10% off everything over 5 except the firm and markdowns. There you see more ornaments and stockings. And of course, they've still got some Thanksgiving stuff up as well. If you're still looking to buy something for the Thanksgiving holiday next week, actually just a week from now, I believe. Although the Bethany Broncos are no longer in the playoffs, we do still have a lot of playoff football coming at you on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. And if you're listening to those, you might hear Apple Tree Antique Gallery's commercial that plays on our station. That's got even more information for you if you tune in during one of those games. PK68 items marked with a green happy face are 15% off. Stop by. This is on the left-hand portion of the store. You can do a little bit of a scavenger hunt almost and try and find something with the green smiley face on it so you can get that great deal. Holiday shopping, when it's that time of the year, back to school shopping, or maybe just something for a hobby, for collection. It's all within the walls of Apple Tree Antique Gallery. And it's right off Northwest 39th Expressway, obviously. So it's in a great spot right in the heart of Bethany. Impossible to miss. People drive past here pretty constantly. And most of them do stop by because it's in just so great a location. As we get back towards the front here, you're going to start seeing a little bit more sports stuff, sports memorabilia and gear, and also some more pop culture. Well, here's something. Colonel Buzz Aldrin action figure. How about that? I like that. But there's a signed football in a case. I'm seeing globes. I'm seeing art pieces. Here are some college flags. There's Kansas on that one. If you're from a little bit up north or a fan of that team up north. RS24, 50% off everything. Looks like except the jewelry. And we mentioned it at the start of this Facebook Live video, but jewelry is a major part of a lot of these different vendors. I mean, look at this display here. BG22, 15% off everything over $5 except for markdowns. Necklaces, earrings, wrist bling. Of course, we saw in the case at the front the watches. Jewelry, a big, big deal. But we're going to head back the way we came here. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever looking through the windows, that's what you're looking at. Giant M&Ms, Christmas trees, and a bunch of different toys that make for great, great gifts as we approach the Christmas holiday. We're going to head back again the way we came here and take a look at some of the vendors we missed on the other side. Again, you see signed footballs, stormtroopers. Everywhere I go, I see Star Wars, and I'm okay with that, ladies and gentlemen. 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway here in Bethany, Oklahoma. This is not our first time in here, to be honest with you. This is our, fourth or fifth time now. We come by here all the time. That's because it's a great business, and we want to show off as much of it as possible. So everybody knows to come by Apple Tree Antique Gallery and find something that they like. Now, as we get back onto the right-hand side here, see some vendors along the back wall. BL17W, 10% off everything over $5 except the firm name markdowns. But silverware, glassware, plastics, and wood. There's pretty much something made of everything. Here's some more ornaments that line these shelves. I know my family has a lot of ornaments like this that we put up on our tree back home, so you have to stop by and grab you something yourself. Board games. No, Game of Thrones fan, get the Game of Thrones trivia. There you go. Oh, and the clocks. The clocks are a big deal as well. Hot sellers that line the back wall right here. RB81 clocks, only 10% off each one of these beautiful wooden clocks. Perfect decoration. They make great gifts. So Tupperware, I mentioned you see glass and plastics, but they've also got different chinas, porcelain. As we head back towards the front here, we're going to be wrapping up our live tour fairly soon. RB81, 20% off everything except markdowns on this wall. They also play great music here, by the way. I hope you can hear that on the Facebook Live video. Small Business Saturday is coming up, and so is Apple Tree's Holiday Open House, November 29th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Free barbecue sandwiches. You can take a picture with Santa Claus. They're going to have entertainment and giveaways, door prizes, and of course the sales throughout the entire store. Here's some more jewelry for you. Stuff you can look at. Buy for yourself, buy for a loved one. Beautiful stuff right here at Apple Tree Antique Gallery. Looking at its necklaces, its earrings, wristbands. They've even got, look at these mystery jewelry jars, ready to wear. BG22 is the vendor name. Or vendor code, vendor number. I guess it would be code. 15% off everything over $5 except firm and markdowns. But clothes, backpacks, I mentioned it's great for back to school shopping when it does come that time of the year. And is it ever really too early to prepare? DF22, 50% off everything. No matter, every time you come through here, there's always something new for you to see. It's one of the best parts about Apple Tree Antique Galleries. It's never a dull moment when you come through these stores because each vendor is constantly restocking and putting out new items. There is, as I've mentioned many times already, something for everyone. And if you don't find what you want one day, you're almost guaranteed to find it the next time you stop by. 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-495-0602. Carol and Shotzi are the owners. Facebook.com/Appletree Bethany takes you to the Facebook page. You can also email appletree@coxinet.net. I've seen puzzles, I've seen wall decor, personal items, furniture. I've got, I don't really know what else to say. They've got everything. Everything, folks. Everything. All right, we've made it just about back to the front of the store. So remember, shop small Saturday, Appletree's Holiday Open House. November 29th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's where you're going to want to be. Don't go anywhere else on November 29th. Stop by Appletree Antique Gallery, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Well, thanks for stopping by on the Main Street of America Facebook Live Tour. It's been another great trip through Appletree Antique Gallery here in Bethany. We invite you to tune in later today as we have some basketball broadcasts, and tomorrow with high school football playoffs. All right, folks. Well, as we made it back to the front, I'll highlight this last vendor, AT00, 10% off the Kit Kat clocks. And, of course, model trains, jewelry, clothing. They've got it all. Well, again, this does it for this tour through Appletree Antique Gallery, 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Thanks for tuning in on the Main Street of America Facebook Live Tour. We will be back soon. But for now, from Appletree Antique Gallery, we'll see you then.